If you want a cat to love you, feed him 2 pounds of shredded shrimp. Worthless cat. You don't even live here. But now you think you do, huh? This is the 2016 Golf TSI. I know what the word golf means, but I don't know what TSI means. I forgot. Oh well, who cares? This isn't the most exciting styling I've ever seen, but it does look better in red. And here's a view from the rear. By the way, this does come in a 2-door, I'm told. But the 4-door is far more practical. We've got a pair of giant headlights here on each side. Let's turn off the sun and see how they perform in the dark. Now that we've turned off the sun, let's turn on the lights and see how they do. Here we have the low beams focused on a wall 100 feet away, just barely makes it out. High beams, more than adequate. Here we have the brights on a building 300 feet away. Everything's lit up pretty good. Low beams didn't quite make it, but more than adequate for city driving, I guess. Overall, no complaints. One feature I liked were these side lights that light up when you turn the steering wheel so you can see around corners. Nifty little feature. You can see how the side lights work when I'm turning the corner here. Nice feature. What is this in my driveway here? What? Oh, that lazy cat still hanging around. Go away. I ought to run him over. Lazy, worthless. Under the hood is the proven 1.8 liter turbo VW engine, putting out 170 horsepower. Gas mileage rate at 25 to 36 mpg. That fuel economy figure is for the 6-speed automatic transmission. If you get the cheaper car with the manual transmission, the EPA is 25 to 37 mpg. For those with big bank accounts, I'm told they're still selling the R model, which has a little 2-liter engine putting out just under 300 horsepower. I hear it's a real rocket, but at just under 40 grand, too expensive for me. Oh, the engine's making funny noises here. Let's switch over to the cabin. We get a very nice gauge cluster with lots of useful information. A very simple climate control system. 3 knobs, that's all you need. The navigation and audio system's pretty easy to use. Like most cars in this class, it's sold as a 5-passenger. In reality, it's a 4-passenger. 2 adults in the front and 2 adults in the second row seating. Lots of headroom back here, but it's a box shape, so we would expect that. Good storage space in the rear. The second row seats do fold down, of course. Complaint list. Let's start with the glove box. It looks like it's got a lot of room in there. It really doesn't. The roof is too low. This stinky little console doesn't help. Number 2, the auto-dimming mirror doesn't seem to have a disconnect switch. So when you're driving around at night, you've got blacked out mirrors that are useless. And number 3, why European cars have a sunroof blocking out the sun with a flimsy shade is beyond me. I guess it doesn't get very hot over there. This does not do a good job of blocking out the sun, so a dark tint job is going to be needed if you live in a hot climate like I do, where it gets 114 degrees in the shade. But this can be fixed. The Germans make some of the best suspensions on the planet. Here's an example. We're going to hit these speed bumps at 20 miles per hour. And let's make it 25. Didn't feel that one. Oh, here comes a nasty one. Oh! Didn't really feel that one either. Rather impressive. On the negative side, this power steering is electric. It has no feel, no feedback. Doesn't seem to be hooked up into anything. But on the positive side, it's very responsive with a quick ratio. And this combined with an excellent suspension that loves to corner, you still have a sporty car, so I'll give the steering a pass. I don't like electric steering, but this is what we get, and I can live with it. The automotive publications have been giving a 0 to 60 time of around 7.8 seconds, which is accurate. It makes the car sound rather slow. It's not. Once the turbo kicks in, this thing really flies. Yeah, now the turbo's kicking in. Now we're really moving. And these brakes are perfect. With the turbo power and the car's small size, this is great for maneuvering through city traffic. Especially when you want to pass somebody. This is a very comfortable vehicle for long trips too. As I stated earlier, the EPA mileage is rated 25 in the city and 36 on the highway. In the real world, I got 27.5 in mixed city highway commuting. On my short freeway trips, I got 32 mpg. Keep in mind, I was not driving for fuel economy. I was driving for performance. This engine loves to move, and I was more than happy to accommodate it. Great fun. This is a very nice sporty car. There's no doubt in my mind, if you were easy on the throttle, you would definitely get the 25 to 36 mpg advertised. For those who want maximum fuel economy, people ask me, what about the turbo diesel? Volkswagen doesn't sell those anymore at the time of this video. If you have to ask why, you've been living under a rock. I'm not going to get involved in that subject. Look it up on the web. Right now, this engine is the only one they offer, and more than adequate for me. Unless you want to spend 40 grand on that R model, of course. I wish Volkswagen would send me one to drive. This particular car was loaded up with goodies, so hit $30,000, but if you're cheap, the base car with the manual can run around $19,000. Your choice. A pretty nice vehicle either way.